Hello YouTube! Today I'm going to be talking about the A-frame, the Griffin A-frame for the iPad. I made a quick list and I'm going to try to get through it as quickly as I can. I've had this for a couple days, 1 day, so I've used it for a full day and well, here are my thoughts about it. First of all, I would have liked it if this was black, because this is gray. It doesn't look, it doesn't look too great with the iPad. And this is actually almost the same color as the iPad, as you can see here. Almost the same color. It's made of aluminum, I think. So it's heavy. It's got some weight on it. If you carry the iPad in a really small bag, this might not fit your little shoulder bag merce. And it might not fit, and it might be a little bit heavy, and it's a little bit thick. It folds really smoothly. I was actually surprised at how smoothly this folds, but the one thing you should really look for is to not get your finger caught in there, because it's gonna hurt. This thing is solid. There are notches right here for the speaker, and what that does is when you put your iPad down, it doesn't just cover up the speaker. It will actually funnel the speaker outwards right behind the iPad. I guess it's a good thing that they realize that the volume, the speaker needs somewhere to go instead of just blocking it. The frame is very solid when it's standing, so you can put it this way and it's just completely solid. I played Plants vs. Zombies on it, a whole mini game, and I had it standing on landscape mode, and I was just pressing on it and it was not moving. And it's also fairly solid when it's down like this, because this rubber piece actually contacts the floor or the table or your knees, actually, if you're sitting down. And that also contacts the table. As for when it's standing, this contacts the table along with these two little rubber things over here. Now I looked at the web, and I found some people asking whether or not there's enough room back here for the charging cable, and I'm going to show a picture here. And yeah, there is room back here to stick your charging cable in. It can go portrait or landscape, but the one thing, the one gripe I have is it can only go landscape in one direction, but not the other. Because if you put it the other direction, it will actually push on your volume button. So it'll make your volume go way up or way down, and keep it pushed down. And I don't think that's very healthy for the volume button. I found that when I had the iPad on the stand and I was sitting down and I put the stand on my lap, instead of the iPad, it usually slides down. So I usually have to use my other hand to push it back up. But because of these rubber things right here, it actually prevented the iPad from sliding down my leg. And that's a good thing for if you're gonna sit and you're gonna type. Speaking of typing, I've heard that people use this as a wrist, wrist placement, somewhere to place your wrist, and I guess you could do that, but it's really awkward because you have to put both your wrists on this, and it gets really awkward. So I don't use it myself to place my wrist on it to type. I just type with my hands lifted. I also found that you can carry the iPad at a certain angle. So let's just say when you want to transport it from one side to the other, you can actually just lift the iPad with one hand like this and carry it around, which is good, I guess. And the one last thing that I have is, whenever you put the iPad on, you should be careful, because you would bump. That's gonna be like aluminum on aluminum, and you're gonna have some scratches after a while. So you gotta be really careful putting the iPad down. You gotta be gentle with it. You can't just be quick. And that's pretty much my my first impressions of the Griffin A-frame stand. I think it's totally worth the money, because, well, I can now watch videos while I eat breakfast or read the news, or and actually type when it's on my lap. And yeah.